Well, the last 7 months have all been building up to this moment. For the first time in 66 years, the League Cup final features the top 2 teams in the country facing off in a clash destined for the history books. To our right, the roaring red and white of Arsenal. And to our left, a symphony of sky blues supporting Manchester City. The season's first silverware hangs very much in the balance this afternoon, but make no mistake, this is about more than just the trophy. Momentum, pride and a psychological edge that could shape the race for the Premier League title itself. It is Arsenal versus Manchester City in the 2026 Carabao Cup Final. Well, Ebere Eze hasn't recovered from the knock that he suffered in Tuesday's win over Leverkusen. So Kai Havertz comes in to start against the side that he scored a Champions League final winner 5 years ago. The other change sees Kepa reclaim the gloves from David Raya to continue his cup duties. Martin Odegaard and Jurrien Timber both miss out. Pep Guardiola is staying loyal to his cup keeper as well, with James Trafford afforded a rare start. He is one of a number of changes to the side that were knocked out of the Champions League by Real Madrid. Mark Guéhi is cup-tied and Ruben Diaz is absent, so it's Ake and Kusanov in an untested backline. Nico O'Reilly and Antoine Semenyo also come in. Erling Haaland has scored in each of his last 3 against Arsenal. Such a play from Rice, putting Saka hugging that far touchline. Lovely take from Arsenal's number 7 as well. White for Zubimendi, there's Havertz! And Saka back towards goal! Denied twice by James Trafford. Really good build-up play down that right-hand side by Arsenal. And those Arsenal fans in the Arsenal end have sprung into life.
Yeah, that was superb there from Arsenal down the right-hand side. A little bit intricate play there, he's onside. The keeper's done extremely well, spread himself.
With no Ebere Eze this afternoon, emphasis is very much on Kai Havertz. Semenyo's cross, Haaland wasn't too far away. Denied by Doku, and White will usher that one behind for a Manchester City corner. Inside the opening 20 minutes, they have their first set piece.
Yeah, it's a superb ball in there from Semenyo.
Thomas Tuchel in attendance, watching on. Saliba and Gabriel all inside the Manchester City penalty area. Floated in by Saka. It was attacked by Hincapié, who wasn't able to keep his header down. Bernardo Silva forced away from goal by Declan Rice. Lucky in field, looking for Semenyo, gets away from Trossard. Semenyo to cross it in, looking for Haaland. Who, if anything, jumped a bit too early. He's caught it as he was coming down. Rice's delivery, looking for the far post. Back across the face of goal, stabbed away. Nathan Ake. City do have an option open on this far side. Kepa's come a long way from his goal here, up against Doku. Belgium's beaten him to it, and Kepa will be penalised there. Manchester City free kick, they wanted advantage. Peter Banks blew his whistle to stop play. Erling Haaland is furious.
Yeah, that's poor from the referee there. Some great ball in behind. Kepa just gets himself in a bit of a situation where he doesn't want to be, but I don't know why the referee's not letting it play, because Man City have players over. All he's got to do is pass it back, and he's got support.
Can he conjure up something from a set piece? Every Arsenal player defending their penalty area, and Semenyo's made a real hash of that delivery into the box.
Yeah, that was poor. Great position.
Off goes Haaland. Up against Saliba, right back there for support. Saliba gets that one spot on yet again.
Yeah, he's been class today, Saliba.
Fernando Silva finding Rodri. Putting another one in. Saliba's underneath that one. It will come here for Nathan Ake. Didn't quite sit for him on the run. Not really the player that Manchester City would have wanted in that position. But with every passing move, Manchester City in that bit more hope. Cherki. Oh, that one's gone over the head of Kepa. And headed in by the Manchester boy, Nico O'Reilly. In truth, it's been coming since the restart. And just shy of the hour mark, it is Manchester City who break the deadlock in the Carabao Cup Final.
I think it was just a matter of time. A little spill there from Kepa would be disappointed, but O'Reilly there, just a simple tap in. Big changes are needed. Put a bit of life back into Arsenal. They've not really come out second half.
Jeremy Doku, 2 to aim for in the middle. I think he wants it short as well on the edge. There's space here for Nunes. Still a turn ball. Back in towards O'Reilly again. A rapid fire double from their academy products.
Yeah, unfortunately you can see it happen again. An overload down the right hand side. Way too much time on the ball. Just dinks it into that far post area. And O'Reilly's there again for another good header, but another tap in. But Arsenal will be really disappointed with that.
Gunners need a moment of inspiration. Got in by Rice. There was the flick on by Calafiori, but it was a fairly simple catch for James Trafford. Madueke. Zubimendi. Spotted Trossard on the move. It will come now for Ricardo Calafiori. He wasn't too far away from getting another goal against City.
There was a great little flick on there from Trossard. Good vision from Zubimendi, little flick. I thought Calafiori took a little bit too long here, but he's hit a good strike there, just off the post, I think. Great technique. Very, very close.
Fiore launches this one goalwards. By the City defenders. I should point out it's the same City team that started this game. Guardiola hasn't looked to his bench once. Madueke deeper this time, looking for Gabriel Jesus. It's a clever header off the crossbar. Gyökeres went to ground. Peter Banks waves away the appeals. And that is as close as Arsenal have come in this second half. There was the chance for Jesus. He did everything right, guiding it back across Trafford. Just wouldn't drop in time. The keeper was well beaten. For Arsenal, this will have to go down as a really tough learning experience.
I think it will be, and like I say, sometimes, you know, when you have a negative result in a big game, you know, it sets yourselves up probably for the rest of the season. You know, they've got some big games coming up, Arsenal. There's a lot to play for. It's still a good season. Sometimes that little knockback, the reset button's hit, and then you start planning for moving forward. But yeah, Arsenal not been at their best today, but hats off to City, they've been good.
Full time at Wembley, Manchester City are Carabao Cup champions once more. It was a strong second half showing from Pep Guardiola's men that took the game away from Arsenal and propelled them towards their 9th success in this competition and their first in 5 years. For Arsenal, a chance to regroup over the international break and come back again for the FA Cup and Champions League quarter-finals. Full time here at Wembley in the 2026 Carabao Cup Final. As Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2.